meet with an old comrade in arms.
Gene Horner? Why, I haven't seen you in over 30 years.
Next on Glitter.
Oh, yes. How about some pictures?
No, absolutely not. I don't want my fans to see me this way. I want them to remember me as I was.
You can't wander around your house by yourself. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking
It's not quite right here.
Morning, sir. May I help you? I see Peterman.
It's I see. That's pun. I see things.
What kind of things?
Oh, all kinds of things. I'm a psychic. I'm a predictor. Predictor? See what I have here? These are all predictions. Thousands of predictions. Now, I have decided, my dear, to publish this amazing stuff. You want to see it? It's Korea. I saw it.
You know, we all saw it. Some of us were there. We'd rather not have seen it.
No, my dear. I want to talk to the editor. Because I have just seen something that's terrible.
Yes, well, he's in a staff meeting right now.
Now, my dear, this is a Class A prediction. Now, you give him a call, and you'll get a raise. I predict it.
I can't. Listen, why don't you leave your prediction, and I'll give it to his secretary.
No. You don't leave this kind of information with a secretary. This is mind-boggling, my dear. I want to see him personally.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah? Well, I tried.
I'm Gene Horner. I heard what you said about the staff meeting. Did you hear what I said about Korea? Charles Hardwick and I were officers there together. I haven't seen him since, and I'd kind of like to surprise him.
Well, the meeting should be over shortly, Mr. Horner. You're welcome to wait.
Terrific, thanks. Oh, I left some old photographs of us in the car. I think you'd get a kick out of them. I'll be right back.
this is Jeremy Tyler, the biggest new personal improvement fad that hit Beverly Hills in years.
He's sort of a self-defense instructor to the stars, isn't he? Door-to-door, personalized training, that sort of thing?
Now, what we need is a story on him that can tie into our series of articles on personal protection in the 80s. Pete? Jennifer?
Sure thing, Mr. Hardwick.
Sam? Kate? I have a letter for you to read. It's from Eileen Todd.
Eileen Todd? What, the actress? I thought she was dead. She won an Oscar for Forever Lilacs, didn't she? Whatever happened to her?
I have a feeling a lot of people would like to know just that. She retired from the public eye at the height of her career. Hasn't granted an interview in 40 years.
And she wants Glitter to have one. That's impressive.
Now, I know it isn't exactly your kind of story, Sam.
No. Listen, this is terrific. I'd love to meet her. You happen to be talking here to a late show addict.
Oh, good.
You know, this self-defense guy could be interesting. His list of clients reads like who's who.
I worry about people that learn a little self-defense just to make themselves feel safer.
Really? Why?
A little knowledge can be a dangerous thing.
That's what I like about you, Pete. You live dangerously.
Please remember me to Miss Todd. I did an interview with her myself as a cop reporter.
Did you?
Oh, too many years ago to think about.
She obviously remembers you. I mean, that letter.
Yes, Sam, it's really going to be a great pleasure.
Oh, Sam, listen. I left my tape recorder in your office. I'll be right back.
Charles Hardwick.
Yes?
Very soon, you will meet with an old comrade in arms that you haven't seen in a long time. It will come as a complete surprise to you. And just remember, you heard it here.
Charlie?
Jean? Jean Horner? Why, I haven't seen you in...
Over 30 years.
I've been down this block 100 times. Never knew this was back here.
So this is how Hollywood royalty used to live.
Oh, she was a beauty, wasn't she?
Stunning.
Miss Todd will join you in the music room.
Oh, thank you.
She'll be with you shortly. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you. Look at this. This is some collection, isn't it? To the prettiest girl I've ever met, Max Sennett. My only love, William S. Hart. Who is this? Oh, it's Mary Pickford, I think. This John Barrymore, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. This is terrific.
I wonder who this is.
That was Betsy Carson. She was my stand-in and good friend for many years. She was 3 years younger than I. She used to say it was 3.5, but at my age, that's splitting hairs. Hello, I'm Eileen Todd.
Hello.
Miss Todd, it's really a great pleasure, an honor to meet you. I'm,
Sam Dillon and Kate Simpson. That darling publisher of yours told me I was to expect you. Come, let's sit down.
How lovely you look, Miss Todd.
Oh, you're very kind. But I'm afraid the years have caught up with me at last.
oh,
Thank you, Ingrid. Will you take your tea?
Oh, plain, thank you.
plain is fine with me, thanks. You know, Mr. Hardwick was so excited when he got your letter. What am I talking about? We were all very excited to get your letter. He, however, happens to be an old admirer of yours.
He must be very old.
Oh, not so very old.
Do you mind if I use this tape recorder?
No.
He told us about an interview that he did with you very early on in his career.
Did he? You'll have to forgive me for not remembering. It must have been early in my career also.
Well, if you didn't remember him, then why...
The interview. For a great part of my life, I've kept up with the world through glitter. And now I thought perhaps your magazine would help the world catch up with me. My old friends, you know, like Chaplin and Fairbanks, all the rest, they're gone. But I was very lucky. I lived to see the 50th anniversary of my first picture and the 40th anniversary of my last. And now, before it's too late, I want to open the windows of my life and let in the light.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I don't mean to be rude, but what is this photograph? It looks like a studio, but the roof appears to have collapsed.
Oh, my dear. A great section of scenery collapsed, and I was only slightly injured. But Betsy, dear Betsy, was killed. They took me to the hospital, but I refused to return to work until they instituted safety precautions. I brought suit, and I won a lot of money. And then I was blacklisted. After years, it was all forgotten, but I had grown older then, and I haven't done a film since. I never wanted to get old in front of my fans.
What was that?
Oh, it's nothing, nothing.
Miss Todd?
Oh, Ingrid, would you see if everything's all right upstairs, please?
Listen, would
No,
you like me to
sit,
check?
please. It's nothing. It's the handyman. This is an old house, and we're forever fixing something here and there. I'm sure he's all right, really. Now, where were we?
We were discussing the career of one of the most charming women I've met in years.
Take two.
Thank you.
Fine, ladies, fine. Now that is how you handle an attacker. Very, very good, Diane. Too good for me, I'd say.
I don't believe this.
Believe what you want, but I wouldn't want to meet that woman in a dark alley if she can do what she just did.
Ladies, how about showing our guest here from Glitter how we handle an attacker who moves in from behind? Volunteers?
Me! I want to do it!
Well, Karen. All right, turn around.
He's staging all this. He's flipping himself.
Peach.
Come on, Jennifer. This guy's an acrobat, not a self-defense instructor. He makes them look good, and their checkbooks make him look good.
I couldn't help it over here, and I don't blame you for doubting what these women can do. Suppose you play the attacker, Mr. Bozak.
Oh, me? No. Actually, I didn't mean all that I said. I'm sure you've taught them some judo. It's just that I think
that I'm a bit of a showman. Well, that much is true, but test the results yourself. Do you mind, Karen?
No, not in the least.
Sounds like a challenge to me. How about it, Bozak?
Okay, I'll try not to hurt you.
Good. Give it your best shot.
What happened?
She caught me off guard.
No, I think I'm going to sign up for his afternoon session today.
Well, there may be some room in his afternoon sessions, but something tells me his evening sessions are standing room only.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Oh, the parties we used to have here.
Wait, who is we?
My Hollywood family. Anita Luce, Jack Barrymore, Ronnie Coleman. All gone.
Miss Todd, we have a million questions for you.
Oh, dear. I'm afraid I don't have nearly a million answers for you. And I'm afraid also I'm getting a bit tired. I haven't done an interview in more years than I can come to grips with. I'd forgotten how wearing they can be.
Well, we're sorry. We didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Listen, would it be possible to come back tomorrow? Actually, I think I'm in love.
Flattery will get you everywhere. I said that line once in a movie.
Yes, to Stephen Blake in Sands of Zanzibar.
If I were only 5 years younger.
Well, is tomorrow morning okay?
Thank you, Miss Todd.
Now that has to change. If you're Kate and you're Sam, then I'm Eileen.
Oh, well, so long, Eileen. Take care.
She's absolutely wonderful, isn't she?
Yes, yes, she is. She...
What's the matter?
I don't know. There's something not quite right here. Something off balance.
What?
I wish I knew.
A single yellow rose. Chip is so romantic. Isn't he? I just wish he wouldn't spend so much money. You want to know a secret?
Sure.
I like carnations just as much. Hello. Glitter Magazine, good afternoon.
You could have seen her. She's still got the glamour, still sharp as a tack.
After all these years.
I mean, she's the history of the movies.
Well, the early history.
I've got an idea. An angle for a story. Now, Eileen said...
Eileen said?
Oh, she's very friendly. She's not at all the recluse we expected. Anyway, she said that that house used to be filled with friends and music and parties. So I thought, well, we thought that we could throw a party for her. A tribute to mark the 50th anniversary of her first film.
And who would pay this tribute?
Think of the publicity. Hollywood past and present gathered together to honor one of the genuine originals.
Well, I'll admit it has possibilities. Sam, what do you think?
Sorry?
Well, before I commit all Glitter's resources to this project, I'd appreciate your input.
Oh, the tribute. I think it's a super idea. Absolutely.
Something's troubling you.
It's that studio accident. You know, Betsy Carson is killed in that accident. Eileen Todd retires immediately. Never sets foot again out of the house. And, you know, I can't find a single mention of Betsy Carson in any of the old newspaper reports. We'll go on looking, right?
What are you thinking, Sam?
It's nothing. It's probably nothing. Now, she's a sweet lady. Very sweet lady.
Then let's go with it. How fast can you pull it together?
Well, let's see. I have a draft of the invitations and a caterer standing by.
You really are my daughter, aren't you?
Mr. Hardwick offered me and Angela tickets to the museum opening tonight. It's gonna be a big deal. We're going to my house, family dinner. So I thought maybe you and Cynthia would be interested in going to my place.
Step. Thrust. Step. Step. Thrust. Very good. Jennifer, you catch on. You don't break. Just need a little work on your stance.
What's my stance?
Here, let me show you.
Okay.
Ready? Left hand over right.
All right.
Ready? Step.
Oops.
Step.
Yeah.
Okay. Thrust. Palm out. Fingers coiled. Heel of the hand breaking your assailant's nose.
Ooh, do I really want to do that?
Now, this is war, Jennifer. It's him or you.
Oh, okay, like that?
Perfect. Good. What do you think, Pete? Those hands deadly now or what?
Frankly, I always thought her mind should be registered with the police.
Jeremy, can we take a short break? These personalized sessions are exhausting.
Sure, girls. Take 5.
I think I'll join them. You put us through quite a workout.
Jennifer, be prepared. That's my motto.
All right. You have a beautiful house here, Karen.
Thank you. My ex-husband had wonderful taste. He also had a wonderful travel agent. I have no idea where he or the house payments are right now. Somewhere in Tahiti, I suppose.
Are you ever frightened living all alone here?
No, not since I met Jeremy. I've been burglarized twice, once since I started this course.
And you were able to fight off the burglar?
No, I was able to hide in the closet. It was early in the course. Now I dare someone to break in.
Yes, I've seen you in action.
I only hope Karen's around if I get burglarized again.
You too?
What can we say? There's a lot of it going around. That's why we all started lessons. That and Jeremy, of course. He's really something.
He certainly is.
Karate, judo, they've been good to me. I was born poor, and poor kids get stepped on. I got tired of that right off.
Where'd you pick up the skills?
Inside of a book of matches, Stand Up For Yourself, I read. A complete at-home course in self-defense. Changed my life. Nobody takes advantage of Jeremy Tyler anymore.
Well, who does Jeremy Tyler take advantage of?
Hey, I wasn't meant to be poor. I've got something they want. They've got something I want. It's the way of the world.
And Darlene, she got broken into last week. I mean, her house did. And the guy got every piece of jewelry she owned, and some of it was the real thing.
And she's in Jeremy's class, too.
She just joined. A little late. She'll be ready next time.
Angela, you gonna ride home?
Oh, yeah. My car won't be ready till tomorrow. You're the bus.
I charge less and give unlimited transfers.
Right. I'm trying so hard to come up with a new angle for the Sex in the 80s column.
Well, I don't think there is a new angle on that, Shelley.
So far, I'm kind of partial to computerized intimacy.
I was wrong.
Hello there. Hold the door, please. Well, who's minding the store?
Until tomorrow morning, the cleaning crew.
Mr. Peterman.
Hmm? Would you tell your mechanic that it's the carburetor?
I just called an hour ago, and that's what they said it was. How did you know that?
Ah, Lisa, you forget the rose tomorrow. Try a carnation. She'll like it just as well, and it's cheaper. Sir, this party that you're going to at the museum tonight, it'll be boring. This guy's absolutely psychic.
It doesn't take a psychic to know it'll be boring, but how did you know there was a party in the first place?
You, sir, those prints that you expected in the morning, they won't be ready till late tomorrow. Your childhood friends used to call you Seashell, right? That's right. It's pretty impressive, isn't it, sir? It's forgot.
I don't believe in psychics, Mr. Peterman.
You're a hard man to convince. But I do have a prediction that'll knock your socks off and make your readers fascinated.
Which is?
No, that'll cost you $1,000 up front in advance. It's worth every penny. I'll wait 24 hours before I go elsewhere. Time, Life, Newsweek. What?
Cecil DeMille, nice man. 19th century manners, instincts of a ringmaster. Never thought he'd die. All those biblical things, you know. Thought God would keep him around.
Miss Todd, excuse me, what exactly was your involvement with the Actors Hospital? You started it, didn't you?
Actors were second-class citizens in those days. It was all very well for the stars. They got sick, they could get in anywhere. But for the others, those who couldn't afford to have medical care, hospitals turned them away, often. So I just endowed a hospital for actors.
Yes, your portrait still hangs in the front hall. Do you know that?
We were there this morning.
Does it? I really should pay it more attention. I still send a check every year there to the motion picture television country house. I don't send as much as I used to. I can't afford it. But I suppose I'm no different from anyone else. When people get old, other people forget.
Oh, you're not forgotten, Miss Todd. As long as there's film, you'll never be forgotten.
You're very kind.
No, it's not kindness. It's true. You are, as they say, a legend. Listen, as long as we're here and Clive is here, why,
Oh, yes. How about some pictures? Would you stand right here in front of the piano? We get pictures of you with your friends.
tell you, this man is a photographic Michelangelo.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I don't want my fans to see me this way. I want them to remember me as I was. I'm terribly sorry. I know I'm being very difficult, but I'm not quite ready for that just now.
How about some more pictures of the house?
The house? Oh, yes. There's a garden out back.
Would you do me the honor?
I would be delighted. I'm very proud of it. Although I'm afraid the weeds move faster than I can lately.
I raised geraniums, you know.
Really?
Sam,
Listen, you go on the garden tour. I'm going to take a little tour of my own.
you can't wander around her house by yourself. What are you
I
thinking
told
about?
you
What are you
something
thinking
is
of?
not quite right here. I told you. I don't know what it is, but please go on.
What, for instance, what?
The handyman yesterday. Did you see a car, truck, anything parked outside?
No, I
And
didn't.
then, just as we were about to leave, the maid brought down a lunch tray from the second floor.
Look, no matter how the workman got here, he has to eat.
From a silver service. I am convinced someone was watching us from the second floor. Please go on, cover for me, please.
Okay.
Hello?
Are you... could you... Could you be Miss Todd Standard, Betsy Carson?
What are you doing up here? Betsy is downstairs, isn't she?
My God. You're not Betsy Carson, you.
I'm Eileen. Eileen Todd.
I didn't mean any harm. I didn't.
Betsy wouldn't hurt a fly.
You're Miss Todd Standard, but you told us.
That I died in the accident. In a way, I did. I should have been injured, not Eileen.
Now, Betsy.
But why the letter? Why the interview?
Eileen hasn't been well lately, not at all well. And I wanted her to have a moment, an article in a magazine, just to show her that some people have, that people are still...
It's all right, it's all right, it's all right.
She thinks I'm dying. I don't know, maybe I am. But don't be angry with her. She was only trying to help. She's always tried to help me. Especially after the accident when I could barely help myself.
You never completely recovered from the studio accident, did you?
No, I didn't. But I wasn't going to have people feeling sorry for me. I at least spared my public that. I chose to retire with dignity.
Oh, your fans still remember you. You must know that.
Betsy reads me letters sometimes, but I have a feeling she makes them up herself.
I do not.
It would be just like her.
Miss Todd, there are a large number of people out there who still care about you. Want to know where you are, how you are.
Really? They remember?
Yes.
That's very nice to know. if you write the article, would you tell them, I remember them, too. Tell them that.
We will.
We want to do more than that.
Much more.
Here's lots of them, Pete.
Oh, great, thanks.
What are all these police records for? Mr. Self-Defense up to something shady?
That's what we're trying to find out here, and hopefully these will help.
Chip, I have a project for you.
Oh, yes, Mr. Hardwick. Good luck.
See you.
Thanks. That was Diane. I got approximate dates from her when each of the ladies signed up for our friends' classes.
I have a list of all the women that were burglarized and the dates thefts occurred. See that? Most of the women weren't robbed until after they joined the class.
Sounds like our friend Jeremy Tyler is juggling a couple of professions.
Now, how do we find out for sure?
We need some bait. A rich single woman desperately in need of a self-defense course.
Me?
Oh, come on, Shelley. We need you, kiddo. You're the only person that can pull this off for us.
Oh, no. You see, I'm a lousy actress. They wouldn't even let me read for my high school play. It's a bad idea. It'll never work. Never.
Shelley, all we're asking you to do is to lure him into your clutches.
Well, if it's for the magazine, when do we start?
Mr. Peterman! Peterman!
Ah, young Franny. You know, I knew you were coming. I could feel it in my marrow. See that? There's no place like home.
Well, it looks a little...
That last storm, it had me in the house hanging by a thread. Next stop, Fishville. But I've lived in that house, my boy. I've lived there some 30 years. It's a terrible blow Mother Nature handed me.
Where are you going to move to?
Moving? It costs money. And I tell you, one thing, that I've got no takers at all for my book.
Oh, you're writing a book?
No, past tense. I've written a book, a great book. It contains 400 prognostications of the future. You know, future wars, future presidents, and cliffhangers on dynasty. All tomorrow. See, tomorrow is the same as yesterday. To me, I have 400 revelations here. Look at them. 400 revelations. I can't get them published.
Why not?
The innocence of youth. Why not? Because I'm unknown. It's prejudice, you know. I'll tell you one thing. I know that I have a gold mine here. A gold mine. And with just a little bit of cash, I can be my own publisher and be set for life. Now, maybe fix up the old house.
Mr. Hardwick asked me to deliver something to you. He wants to see you in the morning. I think it's good news.
Hardwick? Well, he wants to buy my predictions.
Well, couldn't you have predicted that?
Oh, no. That's tricky stuff, you know. The psychic powers. You can't turn it on and off like a faucet. Well, right, my God, let's go make magic, shall we?
All right.
Make magic.
Jeremy Tyler, I'd like you to meet my friend.
Brenda Hartford from Boston.
Oh, yes. Jennifer tells me you're just passing through Los Angeles.
Yes, I pass through a lot of places. In fact, I pass through most every place I can think of. And a few places I can't. I get around. I'm only going to be in town a week, and anything you could teach me in that time to protect myself.
And I see you have a lot to protect.
I beg your... Oh, you mean my necklace?
Yes, that too. But to teach you all I would like in 1 week would require Private sessions?
Well, anything you say. I'm staying at a friend's home in Bel Air, 2200 Belvedere, and she's in Mexico, and I am just so nervous about being in that house alone.
Well, shall we say 4 o'clock?
2200 Belvedere. I'm counting the minutes.
I don't know, Betsy. A party here?
Not just a party, a tribute for your 50th anniversary.
Oh, they really are lovely people.
They really are. And they care about you. Oh, I think it could be such fun. We'd have music and perhaps some old friends. Oh, the house has been so quiet for so long.
Yes. Yes, it could use a little festivity. I'll grant you that.
Why don't we let them do it? Why don't we let them throw the party?
Dear Betsy, you've been such a wonderful friend. Cooping yourself up in this house with me all these years. You deserve to have a good time. Frankly, I'd enjoy it too, but I just don't think that anyone would show up. Who remembers me, really? Who is left? No one. No. No one will come. Not ever again.
When my son Alonzo...
Eileen Todd has finally agreed to the tribute, so all the plans can go ahead as scheduled. Clive, you're handling the photos personally?
The woman deserves the best.
Well, I have every available secretary phoning out invitations, calling practically everybody in Hollywood.
And the response?
Well, it's not encouraging. It seems the new Hollywood makes films all over the country, all over the world. Most of our guest list is out on location. They're simply not available.
And frankly, there really aren't that many contemporaries. I mean, there are people that say they'll try to make it, but there are no promises. Look, the bottom line is, I don't know if we have anybody. I mean, anybody.
Yes, Alan?
There's a Mr. Peterman to see you?
It's not a mistake, Alan. Send him in.
Yes, sir.
Sam Dillon, you should definitely go there.
Go where?
Now, your son has practiced very hard. He will never be a Benny Goodman, you know, on the clarinet. But he wants very much for you to be in the audience. You should do that. It's a mere 400 miles.
My son doesn't play the clarinet.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's what I said. He's no Benny Goodman.
Okay, my friend. As I told you before, I don't believe in psychics. But you've got this entire operation curious about this prediction of yours.
Oh, yeah. 1,000, oh, Lord. Fascinating writing there. It may interest you to know that I'm an expert on handwriting. And this capital here is...
Your prediction, please.
Just one moment. One moment, please. Now, if my prediction turns out, you will write a great and definitive article about me.
That's not part of the bargain.
Huh? Worth a try. There you are. Now, my prediction. I predict that within 1 week, California will sink in the waters of the ocean following a titanic earthquake.
Wow. That's been predicted before by every crackpot psychic for the past 20 years.
Not by me. Not until now, but now it'll happen. You wait. I predict that in exactly 7 days, California will be submerged into the deep, dark waters of the Pacific. Abshi.
Barnum was right. There is one born every minute. Meet the latest.
I mean, waiting here like a frightened animal to be robbed blind by a sadistic thief.
Shelley, we told you you didn't have to be here every night.
Not be here and miss all this fun? Besides, this is the last night. It's now or...
Shelley? The phone?
Hello? Oh, hello, Jeremy. Yes, I enjoyed our lessons, too. I feel much safer here now, all alone, as I am. Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you. He, just wanted to make sure that I was all right and alone.
Well, tonight's the night.
You mean he could be on his way over here to...
I'll get the necklace.
I'll get the lights.
I'll get in the closet.
Music, food, decorations.
All that's missing are the guests.
Well, Miss Carson's helping Miss Todd to get ready. She's so excited about this party for the first time in 40 years, and it looks like there'll be nobody here to see her. Where's your father?
He called. He'll be late.
Wonderful. What have we done?
Aren't you ashamed of yourself, stealing from helpless women?
Shelley, no!
I know that flip.
Karen! Don't try to stop me.
You've been robbing your friends.
It was the only way that I could make payments on that house.
Not with my necklace, you don't.
Shelley!
Shelley?
You couldn't have learned all that in 1 week.
No, my health column last August. All that research I did for the Woman's Guide to Judo just paid off.
Oh, Angela, you look lovely. That's a beautiful dress.
Oh, thanks, Kate. I was kind of hoping somebody might see me in it. Where's the party?
Are we early or late?
It may be later than we think.
Good evening. Listen, I think somebody better tell her. Come on.
I'm so nervous. Oh, you never looked lovelier. Oh, dear, I've gotten so old. Not you. Never you. Come in. How's the party going?
Well,
Do you really think anybody will recognize me? Are there a great many people?
not really, no, not yet. Miss Todd, Miss Carson.
Actors. Bless them. They love to make entrances. I never knew a performer of any importance who arrived before a room was 3/4 filled.
Betsy, dear, hand me my cane. Oh, here. I think at one's own tribute, it's rude not to be on time.
Shall I?
I'd love to enter on the arm of a handsome man. Good for the image, you know.
Miss Todd, Miss Carson, look, there's something I have to tell you.
Yes?
Sam, they're here. Everybody's here. Miss Carson. Oh.
Well, as Miss Carson said, you know, no one in Hollywood ever arrives on time. public. Wait.
Okay.
Welcome back, Eileen.
Eileen Todd, she's still the star she always was. She looks great, doesn't she?
It's moments like this that make my job a pleasure, Richard.
Ruby Keeler.
Oh, darling. Oh.
Dear Ruby, I haven't seen you since...
The set of 42nd Street. And you said I had 2 left feet.
Both of them were magic.
Miss Todd, you remember Benny.
Benny Rubin.
Good to see you again, Eileen.
Oh, and my dear friend George Christie. And Army Archer. It's like the old days. Oh, it's been so long.
We've all missed you, darling. But you're back now. That's all that's important.
Yes, I am back. And I'm back to stay.
Where did they come from? How did you manage?
One thing I've learned in Hollywood, stars respond to the personal touch. I sent cars for them. Good evening.
You are lovely people. The whole world is lovely, don't you think?
It has its moments.
At times like this, it's all worth it.
Oh, that's a wonderful picture, Clark.
Yeah, it's good work. Well, it was a labor of love.
Mr. Hardwick, I'm sorry to bother you.
Yes, Shelley, what is it?
It's this. Mr. Peterman's prediction. A yacht in Acapulco Harbor sank into the ocean following an earthquake in the region.
A yacht named California?
Well, the prediction was right. California sank into the Pacific.
You want us to try to find Peterman for you?
No, I have a feeling he'll find us.
Gentlemen, am I dressed all right for the cover?
We'll be back in a moment.
Why did you take a life? Why? You think I'm responsible, don't you? You think I threatened Kelly.
Next on Glitter.
Maybe don't lose the mystery. That's it. Good. That's it.
Sam, you're applying that logical mind of yours to the most illogical act of all. Suicide.
And women that make their living being beautiful, don't disfigure themselves. You look at this.
Somebody wants me like this.
Tomorrow at 8/7 Central, the fall guy has to stay one step ahead of the law. The mob and a bounty hunter to clear himself of drug charges. Then an organized crime family and an enterprising assassin team up to form a new drug ring by eliminating the competition totally on Lady Blue.